if it wasn't about your books and academia, it didn't exist.
Why are you playing games?
This is it.
Like, I think the hood influences music, not the other way around. Wait,
Can you pass me the pad?
I'm gonna pass you the pad and I'm gonna show you the buttons. What's going on? What's going on here?
Welcome to the Retro Lounge Show.
Where we game, chill, and chat.
My name's Jordan.
I'm Yomi.
Retro Lounge Show. What's it all about?
Listen, we're taking it all the way back. The essence of gaming.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Essence of gaming.
The essence of gaming, when you actually leave your house, you know, used to play some games, have good conversation.
Bro, that was a golden era,
You know? Yeah, for real, it really was, man.
None of this, listen, it has its place, but none of this online talking and having to play online. I think now there's certain games, they don't even do two-player modes. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a madness.
Like, why?
Downloading updates.
Like, oh my goodness, don't talk to me about updates. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
crazy. You know, so I guess, so we're saying Retro Lounge Show, we're bringing back that essence.
Yeah, bringing it all the way back, man.
Social gaming over a little bit of chit chat and playing those retro games that we grew up on.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Take it all the way back. Do you know what I'm saying? Have that good time, man.
That good time. Listen, well, I guess if we're talking about legendary games, legendary consoles, it's only right to kick off the show with one game. I just hope we're on the same page.
I hope we're on the same.
Yeah. Street Fighter 2. Woo. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, this game right here. Nobody can't tell me nothing about this game. It's what got people into gaming.
But I don't understand, like the generation now. You speak to like young people about Street Fighter now. It's not even what. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
they don't know about man like Ryu.
Do you get what I'm saying? Man like Blanca. Do you get what I mean?
So I'm saying cheat characters like Guile.
He's not a cheat character, bro. You know what I mean? So what's your skill levels like on Street Fighter?
High.
Boy, that's
Do you know what I'm saying? Just high.
Bro. That's big talk.
Yeah.
Mine's is even higher. However high yours is, mine's is higher.
Just come with that same energy, innit? Let's see.
Bro, like today,
same energy.
For years we've been going back to back about who's better, yeah? But today we actually document it.
That's
so
what's
I'm
up.
glad we're starting up this show.
Yeah. Let it be known.
Bro, what, are you expecting someone?
Nah. Like, bro, really taking it all the way back, yeah?
Bro, look what it is.
Man's just turning up at your yard.
Man, say man, bro.
What's going on?
Right.
You said them unexpected visits.
Well, you know, I got to drop in on the man, them, see what's going on.
Taking it back.
Yeah, man, take it. Well, you know what the funny thing is like, this is like taking it back, but I've got a confession to make. I was never really like a proper gamer, you know.
What?
Nah.
How were you not, bro?
Bro, I came from an African household where if it wasn't about your books and academia, it didn't exist.
Why are you playing games?
I will tell you a story, right? No, like, so I was big into computers, PCs and stuff. And we built our first computer. Right?
Yeah.
And one time, me and my bro was shopping with my mum, and we were in Debenhams, remember that? And they had like a technical section, and they had this offer on a sound card, yeah? So I managed to speak to my mum bought the sound card. Brought the sound card back to the house. My dad's like, why are you buying this for? This is just for games. And I'm trying to protest to my dad like, well no, because man can't even do Encarta properly if I ain't got a sound card. So this is what I'm saying, my parents just was not on games. Like the first console that came into our house was a PlayStation 1 when my brother bought it from his own money from his first girl.
Yeah, that's and bro, that was a whole generation.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My best friend, he had a Super NES.
Yeah.
And I think because I knew that I would never own one.
Yeah.
Did you just call it a Super NES?
I was just thinking the same thing, you know. I was like, that's how you know man ain't a gamer.
Yeah, man really ain't a gamer, bro. Man, call it a Super NES, you know.
Is that not what it is?
Yes.
Is that not what it is?
It is.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Then what?
Nah, SNES.
But to be honest, like...
At least I didn't come in here in front, innit? Yeah, man was a big time SNES person, you know. But no, it's real, like it wasn't. You know what I mean? And he had one, and I was never really interested in it because I just knew that if I get into this, it's hard times, innit? Because I'm going to be like, yeah, can I come to your house, please? Because it was never going to be in my house.
Well, boy, I thought I had it bad because my mum had a strict regime. It was an hour. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not even every time I asked that will be granted.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It'll be a lot of times it'll be no, and you just thinking, boy, I just want to play the game.
Yeah.
Straight up, like
mine was dependent on the electricity key. So I'm saying, Mum, can I play computer? She'll check the electric box. know what I'm saying? Man, what does E mean? E means no.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But you see, I'm laughing, but you guys were still up because you had them in your house.
Yeah.
This was never in.
I had to pack mine away in the original box every single time. But listen, I guess enough of the long talk. We're here for one purpose only. Before you came in, we spoke the Street Fighter. You heard of Street Fighter, right?
Obviously.
No, there ain't no obviously, bro. There ain't no obviously, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Street Fighter 2. Yeah. We're gonna play a couple of bouts. We're taking it back to the essence, just over talk, some mindless conversation.
Just in the way it happened back in the day, winner stays on.
Winner stays on.
Well, then you might as well just hold on to the. I'll just observe.
We'll use you as a practice. All right, so we say first up to 3. Yeah. Or whoever's got the most wins at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Standard. I think that's. Do you mind passing me the pads?
Someone's gonna have to show me the buttons.
I'm gonna pass you the. Wait.
Can you pass me the pads?
I'm gonna pass you the pad and I'm gonna show you the buttons. What's going on? What's going on here?
Bro, are you gonna stay? All right, let's go, man. Let's call this a warm-up round.
I swear that that's the only people ever pick. Is like Ryu and Ken.
I picked someone else, but then
And there's a cheat character.
It's too easy to beat him.
There's a cheat character called Guile.
Alright, so let's get into this. This is round 1. Let's go.
When I did play, I would play with Guile. I remember that.
Guile was next level of cheating, man.
Why was he was cheating?
He was just too strong. He was American. innit?
I'm warming up, man. This one's too slow for me.
Oh, here comes the
Too slow for
excuses.
me.
You know what I mean? They're the ones that I don't even need to look at the screen really to see what he's gonna do. I've some of
slow
that,
this
man.
is,
Are
though.
you gonna have that? Man, actually,
It's cool, man.
Man was actually looking at you when you said it.
It's cool, my G.
I mean,
Because you see, he gets the
levels
win.
of disrespect.
I'm here to win. But yeah, man,
So what's been going on, guys?
there's been a lot going on you know what I mean? Like the untimely death of DMX, man. I've got to say that one's kind of hit me kind of differently.
Yeah, that one's hit me kind of hard still.
You know what I mean? It was a big influence.
It was a big part of childhood, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was a big part of our childhood.
Look at this guy running away from time. Run.
Yeah, a win's a win.
This guy.
Round 1.
Wow.
Honestly,
Wow.
I can't respect that though.
Why? He who flees lives another day, man.
Because you ran.
You know what I'm saying?
So say that again.
Ran.
He who flees lives another day, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of mantras are you living by?
You know what I'm saying? That's not the kind of things DMX would say, man.
But boy, he said quite a lot of stuff that I wouldn't say, man.
Dear, but nah, rest in peace, DMX, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
what was crazy, I was in one WhatsApp group, and what amazes me, the way some people like got no chill, and already like, so one guy came in and he was like, I don't really understand why people are so upset about, and this is on the day, right?
Yeah.
I don't really understand why people are so upset by DMX dying when this guy wrote rap lyrics about raping young girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody was like, rah. Like,
Sorry, hold on. 1-0, my G. 1-0 and that's a straight knockout.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? This is what we're saying.
It's early.
1-0. Pass that pad over, man. When you start holding on to it.
What? Man's gonna talk to man like that, yeah?
Pen over.
Say none. Say none.
I see exactly what type of person you were, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
In all fairness, you haven't really changed.
I'm a winner.
He who flees.
He who flees. Another day.
Did I live another day? But yeah, no, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, no, and so he said this thing about, like, obviously, in his rap lyrics, raping, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then he was challenged on it. He was like, actually, what song are you talking about? It's escaped me now. Was it...
It's on the first album, I think.
Yeah.
It's,
but it's the one where
Yeah.
he's created an evil alter ego. So it's like, well, actually, this is...
Damien or something like that.
He's no different from any other writer. So if you're going to challenge him about that, then you need to challenge writers and actors about the things that they write and the things that actors play. But
So obviously DMX had a lot of... He wasn't too different from the rappers of his generation, right? And I think we have a lot of this same conversation nowadays in terms of, like, I think the parallel will probably be drill music.
Yeah.
There's a big thing about banning drill music and it being a bad influence on you know, young people today. It's the same argument then. So would you say you can blame music for having a negative influence?
See, my thing is this. Like, every controversial kind of type of music, genre of music that comes out, at the time, everyone wants to ban it, innit? Rock and roll music, everyone wanted to ban it. hip hop music, everyone wanted to ban it. There was demonstrations. Do you know what I'm saying?
But do you think there's a difference between hip hop having like, a positive message to kind of, like I said, DMX ain't alone in it, but having straight up.
But not
lyrics.
all of hip hop did have a positive message. A lot of hip hop was very negative and misogynistic. But I think with all of these things, like when you look at how a subculture comes to be, you can look at it on the micro and say, this rapper is rapping about this and that's bad. Or you can look at it on the macro and say, this group of people have managed to create a subculture, they've managed to monetize that subculture, and so now their children, don't have to go through the things that a lot of these rappers, their children are going to private schools and blah, 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 what have you. So,
but does that take away from it being negative though, on society? Because you can say, all right, a porn star, some may deem that as negative, but yet they're able to kind of feed their families and provide X, Y, and Z.
If people aren't happy about the content that drill rappers or hip hop rappers are rapping about back in the day, then what they actually need to do is focus on the why. So somebody like DMX, I read a quote that DMX lived in the part of the ghetto that people in the ghetto didn't even go to. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? What you need to do is you need to address that problem. The fact that a man can live in a yard where there's no windows, let alone no sofa. Rather than when he takes his life experience and talks about it, and then you're chastising him for talking about his own life experience. Now, I'll be the first to tell you that when I listen to a lot of drill music, I'm like, yo, what are these kids talking about? Now, obviously, there's always going to be a percentage that are hyping, right? But for the most part, where it's like you're rapping about your lived experience, the problem isn't you rapping about your lived experience. The problem is that is your lived experience.
Hold on, I'm just going to say, let's crack on with this second round though. Let me quickly give you your beating and then let me just rack up my 3 points.
You know what, I'm praying that God is just going to somehow come and just give me something. Mate.
Just. There was a phrase back in the day, it's called button bashing.
Just anything.
It's a tactic.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like you know how to. Use the arrow thing to move. Press left and right to.
Yeah, alright, it's not, bro.
I don't know, innit?
It's just the arrow thing to move.
But yeah, I think with music, right, I think there's two things. You can say it's about your experience, or you can say that you're kind of it's being glorified, innit?
Everything's exaggerated. Everything's glorified and exaggerated.
Alright, so what's my buttons?
Bro, there's no time to you figuring out what your buttons are. Why are you pausing, man? I'm pausing this. Look, punches and kicks. Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
But I got a lot to live up to now, bro. Come on, man, you're just bashing buttons, bro.
Shout out.
Yeah, that's the tactic, man.
But yeah, I think, nah, you're not perfect to me.
Told you button bashing works, man. But on that subject though, like, you know, I think everything's exaggerated. You have to exaggerate things to sell it. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna...
So then there's the question of, is it negative or positive?
It's not, I don't think it's necessarily about negative or positive. Like, there's positives in it and there's negatives in it. You know what I'm saying?
But can we just acknowledge what I did to him?
Yeah, you can acknowledge it. You can acknowledge it.
So listen, I don't think you should be doing that, for a man that's been saying this since you were 12, you should never have allowed that to happen.
It's true, I don't play with this character though.
You know what I'm saying? Man talked king levels.
You know what I mean?
I'm king.
Like, bruv,
Same.
you know combos, I don't even know combos.
Right, man, I was playing possum. No!
Boy!
Yeah, man.
Good, bro.
Oh, that.
I don't even care if I don't win. I don't even care. Like, that for me is a win. For me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the champion of Street Fighter right now.
Bro, I let you. I can't just come here.
Don't come to talk. Don't come to talk.
I can't
Don't come to talk. Don't come to talk. Don't come to talk.
But yeah, in terms of, I think it, because when I was younger, I used to say, nah, music don't influence me, but do you know what? I think inevitably it does, man.
Yeah, everything you consume influences you.
But you know what it is that we've also got like counter influences.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And what we forget is that there are a lot of people that don't. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is all I have.
Yeah. And like when you, like for me, I think that word identity is a big thing, right? So when you've got other factors that influence your identity, do you know what I'm saying? Then you're not gonna be so much influenced by music. This guy.
I'm just saying, innit?
But what I'm saying, look where his power is. For the man that's bringing all that chat, really, I should have been finished 2 minutes ago.
Did I win though?
Yeah, you struggled though.
Did I win
You
though?
struggled to win.
I might use that
You
button
struggled
back
to win. I'm disappointed in you, to be honest with you.
Okay, sorry, I let you down.
I'm disappointed.
But yeah, man, like in terms of the thing with music, like for me, hip hop was definitely like a big part of my growing up. Alongside gaming, it was a lot of music. Do you know what I mean? I don't really listen to the new stuff, but it was more for the skill and the artistry of it. So for years, I've said, I think it should be in the school curriculum. You know, certain songs look into how words are put together and stuff like that.
I think Tupac should be taught in school.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like obviously he had certain songs that you know what I'm saying, but there's certain like he's got a book called The Rose That Grew From Concrete.
Yeah.
That poem there alone, do you know what I'm saying? And when we talk about influencing and stuff like that, like music has a massive impact on kind of on who you are, your responses, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But I don't always think that's from the negative point of view. Do you know what I'm saying? That can be from the positive as well.
When you think about it, there's a lot of these plays, these Jacobean tragedies and Shakespearean plays, and then they're all kind of fun and games and rosy. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of tragedies.
Furthermore, wasn't there that drill artist who made a song from words that he had heard
MPs talk.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah. One of them was like, I won't stab you in the back, I'll stab you in the front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't even know about that. But yeah, like, I've always said, just because like in terms of my style of rap that I like, it's very technical. So, like your cannabises, your puns, and, wordplay was always winding back and thinking, right, you hear what he said. And the way words are put together, rather than just the content. Because, I guess for me, being from the film world and that, it's like, how can you differentiate the two? How come films don't get bad stick?
Yeah.
But music is just chastised.
But then also, I think that's also like, music is way more powerful and influential than film. Because music hits quite immediately. So that's like 3 or 4 minutes to really shape someone, to really impact someone. Whereas with film, you need to take the time to sit down, to give 90 minutes or more to your life to invest in something. And I think, like what I will say about drill is musically, I can't tune into it.
Really?
But it's more on a level that you were talking about. Like, I like rap where, you told me a story. Do you know what I mean? Whereas a lot of the time when I listen to drill, and I'm sure there's drill out there that's not like this, but a lot of the time when I listen to drill, it's very much like, man stepped in the club and then boom. Then boom.
ABC
No,
rap.
but you know what? But you know what though? I did think that. Until I really started listening to drill.
Okay.
Like one of R.I.P. as well, innit? But one of the guys that got me into drill was Pop Smoke.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he's a lot more talented than people think he is.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying in terms of it comes 90% of drill that I hear comes across as basic, innit?
Yeah.
But there are some artists like hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? There are 10% of the artists out there that are really skilled.
But I'd say, like, obviously, there's a fine line, because we always say, all right, they're rapping about their experience, they're rapping about this. But there's a lot of taking it back to even hip hop of the 90s, like, there's a lot of the music where it's just straight up being glorified in terms of, was it Anti-Up, Rob That Fool, like, while out. But if a man steps in your shoes, fuck it, I mean, it's evoking. And you knew that in the raving days, like the hip hop section comes on. So when I used to argue that it doesn't necessarily have an effect on you, I was literally thinking, all right, is it making me want to go and sell drugs and do that? But it's not even just that on that level, but in the club now, you had a certain feeling, innit? It was like barging and, do you know what I mean, pushing a man side to side. And
yeah, but then that's the question, innit? Like, I think the hood influences music, not the other way around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really want to be...
But it's the music that's influencing the rest of society. That's the argument, isn't it?
Is it though?
No, I don't know that, but that's the question. This is what we're discussing, isn't it? I'm saying in terms of it having a negative influence, is it? Can it be blamed?
I don't think look, my thing is, I don't think it can be blamed. I think there's way more powerful forces that goes into like young kids' decision making, right? Their circumstances, what makes them most likely to do something from not do something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Music obviously is a part of that, but yeah, like I think really and truly what we're talking about is people taking their circumstances, glorifying it to a certain extent, but making something like. A lot of these guys now, they're business guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Look at Jay-Z, I guess.
And I think if you're going to go down the route and say that music influences these people, and let's say you wanna ban this particular type of music, then you then need to start thinking about banning particular genres of films. You then need to think about banning particular forms of advertising, because what you're saying is that there are these negative inputs that are all around us, from music to film, advertising and whatnot have you. And by banning it, what you're saying is by that thing no longer being there, then we'll no longer have this problem. So if that's the case, do it for everything. And then let's see where we're at. But the reality is it's not as simple as that.
Well, I guess even before we get into this, because I'm going to say even games, right? This being one of my favorite games, and there's a lot of these kind of violent games. I grew up on this.
Yeah.
Is this a negative influence?
Here's the thing. I got 2 sons, 8 and 7. Yeah. They play some online games and whatnot have you, but they're boys, they're of their age. And especially when my younger one bucks up with his best friend and they're doing that, they're all into superheroes, innit? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm gonna da-da-da, and then punch you to the sky and this, that, and the other. Okay? and it's all fine until a point where actually you lot are ramping a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, stop. Do you know what I mean? And it's done. But that, again, it goes back to the thing of like, they have somebody there to say, it's enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To check you, to be like, you can play, but it's play.
Yeah.
And
we're talking about playing. Let's get into this last round. It's going to be the last round because I'm going to win it.
Your last round.
I'm going to get to that.
Just a big.
So let's go.
No pressure. Yeah, but.
No pressure.
Why are you rooting against me though? Why are you rooting against me?
Huh?
I'm taking it.
Why are you trying to go to your stage?
All right, we keep it in America, man. We go to Ken stage. It's had one of the best backdrops of music though.
That woman was dancing real hard, man.
Yeah, man.
You running to, bro?
What?
I know
you see what I mean about that cheat character.
None of you told me how to block.
Come on, man.
Oh, you didn't ask, bro.
Yeah. Safe, innit? Safe.
You did well.
Even doing stuff like this, yeah?
Perfect. You know, you were talking about that king status, man. G.
Get off me, man.
And what I mean about that cheat character.
And that was basic gameplay as well.
Them basic tactics that you see on games world. Oh, do this and no one can do nothing about it.
You're not trying to put pressure on man, yeah. Honestly, that's unacceptable.
Hey, no, real talk. Real talk. My bloodline.
I'm going for a second perfect, man.
My bloodline don't come
Hey,
from
look at that double hit. I'm going for a second perfect. You nuts. Okay. I might lose this round on purpose.
You might do what?
Shut up.
What are you talking to, bruv? Hold that, man.
Let me calm down.
Get influenced by that, bruv.
Take that, bro.
What?
Straight. It's not Street Fighter Turbo, that's why.
Oh my days.
Hold that, man. Hold that.
No, you hold it.
And hold that.
No, you hold it.
I don't want to. It's alright, man. Listen, to be honest, you know how you felt like a champ earlier?
How's about that?
I got that perfect. I feel like a champ. But yeah, like, I think you got games like Mortal Kombat. I remember, like, I weren't even allowed to play that.
Yeah, that game's
You're ripping off a man's head and all that.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat.
Straight out fatalities.
But that had an 18 certificate, no?
Or 15, I think. So can that be put in the same bracket?
Yeah.
Hold tight. This is not happening. You're gonna. Man, try to go for 2 perfects.
Yeah, I was trying.
I know.
What? No one ain't gonna congratulate me. That's 3 wins.
You had 3
wins.
You know what?
You played this game too much, man.
You need to
Do you know what?
think about why no one was congratulating you. You need to take a moment. Yeah.
You sound like you put him in a naughty step.
Don't do it now. When you go home tonight, yeah, and you're lying in bed, just ask yourself, why didn't they want to congratulate me? Why?
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna step down respectfully. I'm gonna let you play Yomi.
I don't want it.
You don't want to play Yomi?
I don't want it. I don't.
Come on,
I want to play when I'm supposed to play.
Yeah, that's now.
Then.
But I'm saying we said 3, innit?
Look, winner stays on, man.
That's what we said.
Man,
innit?
no,
What kind of a king steps down? What kind of a king
This guy
steps
played the
down?
game way too much, man. Had too much electricity.
I'm gonna try another.
I never saw that E, boy.
Listen,
Guy all worked for me last time, so let me see what I got.
Guy was a cheap character though, man. He looked at me like he wanted to kill me.
You were literally playing with him a second ago.
You was doing what? Yeah, it's not really. Loud that button pressing though, bro.
Shut up.
Well, yeah, I think if we're gonna chastise music, I think, as you said, you're gonna have to look at all forms of entertainment. And
Absolutely.
But I guess what makes hip hop and drill to a certain extent kind of unique is that there's an expectation that someone's rapping their life.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the influence bit comes in.
So I listen to
guys.
but I listen to this stuff and I think, look, this can't all be a life, man. Stories are fine, you know. It's just like a story, like.
Yeah.
DMX used to do it a lot. He used to tell stories, you know, just about. It was like an audio film. They would have their interludes as well, and it would all contribute. But yeah, there is certain parts where it just seems like it's being glorified. Like I said, a tune like Anti Up.
Yeah.
There ain't no story, man.
But it might be though. Do you know what I'm saying? That might be MLP's experience, isn't it? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But it's not looking at it in regret or anything like that. It's still, they're telling you to, in fact, go and do it again. Anti Up. Do you know what I mean? That's their truth. All right, cool.
Maybe it is though. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily saying that that's a good thing, but it is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people are always gonna speak on what they experience.
To make you feel a bit better, you know?
Whatever.
Doing
Don't
whatever.
do that. Yeah,
Why?
it lessens you as a person.
Nah, but
When
I
you
don't-
lose, just lose, innit?
I don't just want to be a winner.
When you lose, just lose. Just
no,
lose.
no, no,
Don't
no. But that's
talk
never gonna
about.
happen, though.
Don't talk about I gave you that and this. Nah, man. It's
Yo, speaking of music though, have any of you seen that Little Nas X video?
you know what?
I've heard about it, man.
I saw all of the uproar about it, and I went to just go and look at the video just to listen to it because I was just like a lot of the time my kids will take my phone and go onto TikTok,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, I don't want them to listen to that, so I need to know what I'm listening out for.
Yeah.
What I did think was interesting is the energy that a lot of people are bringing to Lil Nas X, saying, this, music is influential and whatnot have you. You have to bring that same energy when people are talking crud about killing people.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to bring that same energy. And then also, with the homosexuality...
You might want to try and hit him, you got 9 seconds.
Oh, shit. Bruv, I've lost this. I wasn't even looking at the time.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
That's them tactics, man.
What tactics?
You know, man.
I don't know.
Them
You gotta keep an eye on the prize, bro. I ain't responsible, but sorry. I think that I think we can all be hypocritical to a point.
Yeah,
So go on.
what I was going to say then, but then also what I guess what I found humorous to an extent is from the Christian angle is Christianity telling people like homosexuality is a sin, and if you do that, like you're going to hell, and dude literally went to hell. Like visually,
I guess that was his kind of play on it.
Yeah, and I thought I quite liked the cheek in that. But ultimately, I'm like, Lil Nas X, people talking about killing people, especially as a parent, I'm like, yeah, there's just some things my kids are not going to be exposed to.
But I guess that's the thing though, right? Is that if we're saying that generally speaking, a lot of this music comes out of like certain circumstances, certain situations, right? You can kind of see why people are talking about their experience. And like in America, look, it's a completely different ballgame. Not saying that we don't have like hoods here with issues, right? But guns are legal. America has more guns than people, right? So when people talking about guns and stuff like that, that is their experience, isn't it? Yeah. I guess where it goes, for me, it goes a little bit different with Little Nas X is, that's a whole different ballgame. Like, you ain't seeing like hell, innit? Like that, when you're bringing like devils and them kind of things into it, like for me, that's a different level where you can't be rapping your experience now. You're rapping something that's completely different, and talking
I think
about
it just
winding
depends.
up on, like, that's not.
I think
But then
you know
also-
what it is, if you got no kind of religious kind of, if you don't subscribe to it,
Yeah.
then you're gonna see no limits.
Yeah.
For me personally,
But doesn't he say he's a Christian?
does he?
I don't know.
I don't know much. I don't know anything about
I think
him.
the backstory is that he says he's Christian and won't be accepted by the church
Okay.
because of his homosexuality, etc., etc.
Got it.
And then the video is him kind of basically saying,
But there's enough gay priests out there.
saying,
To be honest, listen, I don't really know nothing about his music. I don't really know nothing about him. I've heard about the video. I personally got no interest in watching it. But like, yeah, even DMX with certain things I would stay away from because he took it too far, and a lot of people. So, but that's just my personal thing. But I guess, you know, in essence, just to kind of, we've got to the 3 wins, 4 as a bonus. Do you know what I mean? But just to kind of wrap things up, I think you know we're all on the same page of that. You can't really censor art in terms of saying yeah we should ban this and ban that. I do believe to some extent music has an influence, but then all art that we come across influences. You know, people use it as a political platform to
Yeah.
speak their message.
I guess
Yeah,
you come back to that thing of art imitating life, life imitating art at the end of the day. So it's like if people have these experiences, we need to understand why they're having these experiences.
Yeah.
Rather than censor.
But I
them
have to say
speaking
though,
about it.
I was influenced quite a lot. I didn't listen to Biggie because of Pac.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
definitely more Biggie person.
You took it deep, bro. Yeah, Biggie all day. But now, man, listen, just to round things up, man. So that's, you know,
Got lucky with that one.
you can call it what
Had
you
an off
want.
day today. Like,
But as I told you,
my finger was hurting a little bit.
the king,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed.
the champ is here. As X would say, no, that was Jadakiss, isn't it? The champ is here, regardless.
I'll get you back another day, man.
This is
I'll get you back
your
another
fault.
day.
This is your fault. There was
You
no
got closest.
there was no expectation of me. There was no
You didn't
expectation.
even try and hit him within the last 10 seconds.
Oh, man. So, yeah. So, time to wrap this up. You know what I mean? I'm going to bow out while I'm on top. I'm going
guy.
to take my crown.
This guy. Temporary.
Why are you being a hater, though?
Temporary.
Why are you being a hater?
You have to
saying.
take your part of the
Why
responsibility.
don't you pick the winning side, bro?
What do you mean by that?
Be smart, man.
I pick myself. I back myself.
You're siding with Yomi, though.
No, I'm not siding with anybody. Like I said, Yomi, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, because at least you needed to break the run.
You were
Bruv,
standing,
I'm
there for,
fresh-
you were standing there for 14 seconds.
He beat me more times than you.
But
I gave him the tactic.
Can I just say, I probably haven't played this game in over like 25 years.
Boy.
So
can't even-
really,
I can't even-
Do you get what I'm
for a
saying?
man to come after 25 years
What tactic did you
and
use?
do what I did,
What tactic did you
I
use?
pressed buttons.
Button bashed, right?
But it worked.
Bruv,
Yeah, that was-
are the
yeah,
buttons
it
there not to be
I
pressed?
imparted on the knowledge.
The buttons are there to be bashed. Well, yeah. Well, listen, guys, until next time, that's it from us at the Retro Lounge Show.
Stay safe.
Peace.
You win perfect.